Sorry guys, we got booted off because it only does an hour at a time. Welcome back everybody. Just wait for everybody else to join. And I can't believe it was another hour. It goes so quickly, doesn't it?
Either.
Welcome back everyone. We just got booted off because it does an hour at a time. Hi Sophia, hi Julia, hi NG Generation, hi everybody watching. For those of you just tuning in, if you've missed everything so far, I will be saving it and re-uploading it so you have a chance to watch it all back. We're joined by Grit and Grace and we are doing a very cool online fitting showing you the different Nikolay models, or some of them, and going through all of your questions. So if you have any questions regarding the fit of your shoes or anything ballet related to pointe shoes, please drop the message question in the bottom and we'll go through as many as we possibly can. So at the moment we've got the Novice 2007 on. And as you can see, she can pull up in these so much better compared to the mile ones that we just had on. She's more lifted and secure in the shoe. Should we turn out to first? And she gets over nicely. She can really articulate and pull everything up. How do they feel on point to you? Obviously, despite the fact that we would probably tweak the size.
I like them a lot, actually. I really enjoy the 2007. So, like, with it being a very similar model, besides like the box paste, I really like it.
It looks good. So let's come back down a second. Someone's asking some questions here. Someone said, thoughts on darning your pointe shoes? So personally, I darn mine, but I also have customers that like to use the Grishko Nikolay suede tips or cork tips, whichever they prefer, to glue on the ends. So it's all about finding what works for you. What I would recommend is, if you've not tried darning, you've not tried suede, you've not tried cork, then try it on an old pair first and see how it feels to you. Personally, I darn mine this method. I know a lot of people have requested a video on this. I will do it soon. There are many ways to darn your shoes. There's the traditional method of going across the platform under the pleats. And there's like a few ways to do that one. With this one in the half circle, there's many ways. Some people do it full circle. In my video, I'm going to explain why you would do it and how it works. For me personally, I like this method because it gives me extra platform. It gives me traction for turns. It soaks up rosin better. It makes me feel more balanced and it gives me extra life to my platform. So that's personally why I do it. I know many of you have requested me to sort this video out. I am getting around to it, I promise. For you in your shop, what do your customers prefer? Do you tend to get more customers using suede or cork caps, or do you get more people doing darning or people doing nothing?
The majority, I would say, do nothing. We do have some customers that do darn their shoes. We've recently started playing around with the suede caps, and that's been successful.
Let me just show them.
Does Grishko Custom darn? Do they darn shoes at the factory? I think
no, they can put the suede or the cork on for you, but they won't do the darning part, because I think the reason why is darning is very personal and there's so many ways to do it.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab the suede caps so I can show you guys. So with the suede, they come in this shape, or they come in the shape with the bit that goes more over this piece. Personally, I stock these the most because they sell more. And I have a video on my YouTube and IGTV on how to apply these if you're stuck. But they go over the, let me get one out, hang on. They go over the platform and they feel different to darning, but some people prefer this. So they're going to sit over the platform here and go over the pleats. You can glue it like that, but I like to chop it off so it lines up with the outer sole. And the idea is with these is they give you better grip, longer life of the platform, stop the satin coming off. They're very popular with my customers because a lot of my customers don't want to darn, or they're not good at sewing. So that's why they opt for these. So that's another good option to have if you're not keen on darning and you really want to do something to your platforms. Yeah, so have we still got the Novice 2007 on?
We do, and while you were talking about that, it reminds of a couple of products that we have. One I'm so excited about that we started carrying, and that's the point shoe covers.
Ah, yes, you should show us.
These, and we just received these before we had to close due to the virus, so I can't wait to show our customers these. So we're going to slide these on. These are great warm up, keeping your shoes clean. So put this on.
So someone's just said, is it glued on? So with the suede caps, yeah, you have to glue them on. You have to use fabric glue or PVA glue or any other glues that are suitable for fabric. In my video about these, I told you how to apply them in a step-by-step guide. So feel free to hop over to my YouTube, youtube.com/straight to the point, or on my IGTV, I have the video too. Someone's asked about 3007s. I'll show you some in a second. We did show them earlier, but I'll show again. So this is the point shoe covers, you guys. So these protect the point shoes from getting dirty, but also you could wear them on point. So let's have a look.
So we've got this nice suede sole in the back. It's very stretchy. It will fit over any foot. I believe it's a one size fits all.
They come in different sizes as well.
Okay.
They come in, I think they come in small, medium and large, if I remember rightly. So I can't remember. I think the small is for sizes 3 to 4, I think.
So we have on a medium right now.
Okay, yeah.
So I thank you for that, because
That's all right.
did not pay attention to the size I put on. But I love this. I think this is a great product to keep in your dance bag. Because
absolutely.
They don't like their shoes getting dirty. They don't like the platform getting messed up, and a lot of times they'll trim that the satin off of it. So I think this might just give it a little bit more protection.
Yeah, and it's really good to wear before you go on stage, because you know, like backstage it can be really grimy. So these will really stop your satin on your shoes from getting like super filthy.
And they're washable.
Yes, what a bonus.
Exactly. So that's one of my new favorite products. The other are the drying inserts that we love. We sell quite a bit of these.
Yes, let's talk to them about those.
Yes, put these inside your boxes to help absorb that moisture, especially in between drying your shoes out. Everybody knows that you should have at least 24 hours to dry out your shoes in between wear to extend them. This will help pull that moisture from the box. They're great to just store in, especially if you're going to have a day off. And help with odor too.
So let's find. So someone asked me about the 3007 again. So I'm just going to grab one and show them
it's
about
it. It's a very
it.
popular shoe. Ours are on the way, actually.
Got so many shoes here. Okay, so the 3007. If you wanted to see how the 3007 has changed to 2007, I did a really long detailed video on my YouTube. So feel free to go and watch that if you want more information, but I'll go through you some of the basics about it for you guys. So 3007 is built on 2007 last. So it's the same shape, as you can see. Now, some differences are the platform is more oval and rounded. So in my opinion, it feels like you've got more to balance on. Next up, the box paste is a little bit more flexible. It's not as flexible as, say, Nova Dream Point paste, but it's more semi-flexible. It has a different cut. Can you see how the heel scoops a little bit more? The heel sits a lot better. It's a lot more smoother, because you know, in the 2007, some people, despite having the right size, would have a little bit too much fabric at the heel. And now it's so streamlined, it's unbelievable. It has a double upper, so that's why we get that lovely sleek satin. The shank has an easier roll through, so that means with demi point, it's a lot easier to achieve, even in, say, a medium shank. The shank also has, in my opinion, more kind of a flex here at the 3/4, so it really gets you on your platform fully. For me personally, in a traditional 2007, which is what you'll see in my YouTube video, you'll see me with one 2007 on and one 3007, and you will see the incredible difference of how over I can get in the 3007 model in the same strength shank as 2007. It also has the anti-slip material in the heel piece here, which is like a microfiber. Now that is a great addition for having the heel piece grip more to your foot. Of course, we spoke earlier about ways to remedy heel slippage. but that is a wonderful addition. I am so far loving the 3007. I am personally wearing it myself. So if you want any more fine details about this, hop over to my YouTube at the end of this stream and you can see a super detailed video all about it.
So let's go back. You want to just finish up with the novice?
Yeah, that'd be a great idea.
And would you recommend this shoe for a fairly new beginner or a more advanced dancer?
So what have you got on there? Sorry, the novice?
The novice, yes.
Oh, so with the novice 2007, it was designed for beginners. But what I do find is sometimes I even put adults in it who don't do as much point work. And say, for example, they've got weaker feet or they've got flatter feet or not much ankle flexibility, because I find that this shoe helps them along their way with their journey to point work. With the younger dancers, if they're a beginner, as long as they're not too tall, not too much weight in the shoes, then I will try novice 2007 on them. But it's crucial to think, if you're a beginner and you've got very strong feet, then novice isn't going to work because it's going to die quicker, because it is of course a softer shank and a softer construction in the box. But yeah, a novice is a really great shoe for that, in my opinion. So I sell a lot of those too, so it's a really good shoe for me to have in stock.
We like it. Now this particular one I don't think is the best fit for her, but
sure.
Did you want to see her in any other position?
I think we'll have 10 more minutes left on this, and then we'll like wrap it up. But we will, you know, all the retailers we've done a stream with so far, it'd be wonderful, you know, to come back again, because we all have so much to speak about and so much knowledge we can share with everybody. Right. If anyone's got any last minute questions, can you pop them up, please? So someone has said to me, they just received a pair of 3007 and it feels a lot more flexible than her Nova Flex. She loves them, but worried it will wear out quick. Well, first of all, what shank strength have you got in your 3007? It certainly shouldn't be more flexible than Nova Flex. If anything, in my opinion, Nova Flex is more flexible, depending. Let me give you an example. If you have a medium in a 3007 and a medium in Nova Flex, then Nova Flex will be a little bit more flexible because of the construction of the shank. That's what I found personally. So if you let me know what shanks you're wearing, I can help you out a little bit better on that. Thanks everybody who's tuned in, by the way. This has been wonderful. I think it's been such a good education. And I hope that you will join us in the future, because we'll be doing many of these streams. If I didn't get around to your question, I'm sorry. Feel free to message me it or drop onto another stream. She said that she's wearing the medium shank in 3007 and in Flex. In the 3007, are you wearing a traditional 3007 or is it a 3007 Pro Flex? Because that will also help me out. Yeah, so what else should we put into these last 10 minutes? Do you have anything you would like to add?
Well, I just wanted to show the Smart Point real quick, because it's
yes, good idea.
My new favorite shoes.
I'll just grab one to show them in up close. Hang on. So Smart Point came out last year. I think it was last year. Let me show you guys it up close first. So this is what it looks like. It's made on its own last. This is the key part here. And it features the flexible paste, as you can see. It's a semi-V vamp, so it's not a true V. It's not a true U. It's in between. It's cut very low on the sides with a scoop heel. It also has the microfiber material here, the same as the 3007 has at the moment. It has a different shank. The shank in these is very flexible. It was designed for more of a flatter foot, or the more kind of like, you know, in this day and age, a lot of people that start point work are not all blessed with super high arched feet. And, you know, to do point, you don't have to have super high arches. But this shoe has a tendency to feel similar to the Triumph shank, because it's layered very similar to standard Triumph in the shank. As you can see, it bends a lot at the 3/4 area. This is a medium. It has a very smooth roll through. It is quite a low profile here. The wings are fairly high. The platform is quite oval. It feels like a Nova on point. That's my opinion. Everyone feels something different on point. Of course, because it is a low profile, it might not work on higher profile feet. Yeah, so let's see it on.
So there we have it on. She does have a low profile.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the shank is running smoothly up against the back of her foot. It is breaking with the apex of her arch.
Excellent.
Aesthetically, it's not my favorite on her that we've seen today. She's gonna, you know, be a 3007 foot. That's just what she's gonna be.
Yeah.
We both know that from the beginning. But this would be something, if she ever wanted to try it, I would be okay with her trying.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see from the side. And then let's pop the heels on and let's have a look from parallel. Great. And then let's turn out to first position. So as you can see, you guys, I don't know if any other people can see it, but you can see the fact that it truly is its own last. It's not similar to any other of the Nikolay models because it is its own last. As you can see, the box shape, it's kind of broad here, but it kind of tapers down a little bit further down this part. So it's quite nice for people with a broader metatarsal as well.
So again, it would not be my first choice. You know,
I agree.
2007, the 3007 would be the direction we would
absolutely
go. But this is one of my favorite shoes. It's just not my favorite on her foot.
Yeah,
but,
and this is also, guys, why it's important to go for a fitting in person to be able to distinguish what models are going to work. It's all well and good. Like, I know, you know, some of you do online fittings and whatever, but in person, you're going to get a different level of service, and also you're going to get the option to try loads of shoes. Whereas in the post, a lot of retailers can only send out a certain number of models for you to try. Plus, not only that, in person, you're getting the professional advice from a fitter right there with you, so you can tweak things.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's just see if anyone's got any more questions, and we're going to have 5 more minutes on the stream. For those of you who've just joined, I will be saving this and uploading it. We've had a really great educational stream today with Grit and Grace. Grit and Grace are a dance store, for you guys that didn't know. We've just been doing some online fitting as well, showing you about different problems we can face with fitting. Grit and Grace are a Nikolay retailer, of course. Just going to tell you that, you know, please do make sure if you want to try Nikolay shoes, you go to an authorized retailer. We've gone through loads of amazing questions today, and it's been really fabulous to also see shoes on a dancer. At the moment, Grit and Grace are, of course, doing a mail order as well. If you tell us a little bit more about that again, about the kind of services that you're offering whilst we're in lockdown.
While we're in lockdown, we're doing curbside delivery, front porch delivery. For those in the South, everybody has a front porch, so we're dropping off bags at the front porch. We are doing shipping as well. If anyone does need any shoes, feel free to call us. We'll see what we have in stock. One thing I want to just remind everybody is we don't know what the future holds, but let's pretend and plan on the fact that we're going on our summer intensives. We need to start thinking about our shoes, what we need in order for that to happen, because you just might have a little bit of short notice to say, yes, we're actually having it. And so let's start thinking about that and be prepared, because there's going to be a mad rush for point shoes. And
of course,
have theirs on back order, have it be sold out. And if you have any questions, especially if you're local to me, we need to do a virtual fitting. If we want to set up a appointment, we can do that. And where our feet are, I'm really concerned about girls' feet since they have not been dancing really on point on Marley in a studio with their normal strength, their normal technique, since really the beginning of March, some, you know, the end of February, and that's a long time to go without having.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's really just going to tell you guys again how important it is to make sure that you don't just assume that you're finding the shoe you're in right now, because so much can change that you're not aware of. For example, you know, you might grow and not realize how much you've grown. You could change in strength. You could be wearing your shoes out in an odd way that might affect your balance and alignment. So please do take some time out once we can all go back. Once this lockdown is over, get yourself out there to your fitters. Get everything checked. Make sure you're nice and safe for when you go back to dance. And if you're dancing at home, please be safe as well. Make sure you're dancing on floor that isn't too slippery, too grippy. Don't do pointe on carpet either, because doing it on carpet can wear out the platform unevenly. So please be very careful about that.
Exactly.
Make sure you're keeping strong. Do your exercises, please.
Your exercises. If you need TheraBands, give us a call, text us, direct message us.
Excellent. That's really good, because, you know, just because you're at home now, and I know that it's hard to be motivated sometimes, but even doing 10 minutes a day of exercises will really help. I'm doing it too, because especially my left ankle, which is my weaker side, I really have to keep it in shape. Otherwise, when I go on pointe, I will not have a chance of doing pointe work ever again. So it's very important to make sure, you know, you're taking this time out, not only to enjoy the time off, but also making sure that you're keeping as strong as you possibly can.
Right. Exactly.
So thank you so much for joining us. Just tell us again your website address and Instagram handle and Facebook.
Grit and Grace at Dancewear for Instagram. Grit and Grace Dancewear. The same for Facebook. And for our website address, it's www.gritandgracedancewear.com.
Fantastic. So yeah, for you guys, I didn't get to answer your question. I'm very sorry, but feel free to message either of us, or you can wait till the next stream. It's been really cool helping people with any questions they had. That was fab. I really enjoyed that.
Doing this with you, Leanne. We followed you and for years, so it's great to finally talk to you.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
You're an inspiration to a lot of dancers. So good.
Oh, thank you so much. And who knows, when I'm next back in the States, I might be able to drop by.
Well, we would love to have you here, and if you do, please come in. Let's set up a
Do you know what my dream is? I really want to travel with fittings more, and I want to be able to do like fitting days in person abroad, and not only like help stores and do like a day with them, but I also want to help with the education of Nikolay products, but also I want to do a lot for social media and film for YouTube. And you know, we could even do vlogging. We could vlog the fitting days and put them online for people to see, so social media can connect with us. We could even do live streams in person whilst I'm at the stores, right? How cool would that be?
All right, Mr. Grishko, do you hear that?
He's on here right now, so hopefully he does.
Well, we will start working on that. We would love to have you come here.
I love the States, so I'm really keen to come back.
Great.
So just to remind you all before we go off now, Nikolay products, if you want real pointe shoes made in Russia, please buy from authorized Nikolay retailers. I cannot stress this enough. If you do not know your nearest Nikolay retailer, all you have to do is go on the Nikolay website and look at the list, or you can simply message the social media accounts, drop an email, whatever you need to do, and we will find you your nearest Nikolay retailer so you can get real made in Russia pointe shoes. Please be safe, dancers. It's so important. Please make sure you're getting fitted, and thank you for joining. Be sure to tune in on Friday because we'll be back again. And we'll be doing these regular streams. So, and you know, think about some other questions that you guys might have. Build them up so you've saved them on a document or your phone or whatever, and you can come in and paste your questions for next time. Thank you so much for joining us, Stephanie. It's been amazing.
Leanne, it was an honor. Thank you for.
Thank you. For everybody who's just finished this, like joined and not realised we did a long stream, I'm going to save it and upload it, so stay there for that. Bye guys, thank you so much.